DeAndre, Penny says you were one of the guys that kind of initiated that players-only meeting. I guess, how did that conversation go, and what was your thinking in terms of wanting to set that up before you guys played such a huge game tonight?
We knew we had to come together with that 4-game losing skid. So I just called it because I felt like a lot of things were going on at the time, and when I called it, we really let everything out. All our feelings, everything really got together, and I felt like that was huge because we've been needing that all season, and you can tell it translated on the court. So that was huge.
Terry?
And this for both of you guys. After the Murray State game, you guys were the lowest of the low, man. And this is the highest of the high. So what do you need to do going forward to make sure that you guys are even keeled going through so you don't have no valleys going forward?
Like I said, just stay solid. Do what we've been doing. We know we're not perfect, but coming together was real huge for us. I just say that again because I just feel like we sharing the ball a lot more. We're playing defense for each other. We just together, and we just got to stay solid together. And I feel like we'll flourish.
For John, I'm sorry, I didn't see you, Cassie. My fault. Go ahead, Cassie.
For both of you guys, Petty made it known in that 4-game skid that he wanted to see the veterans specifically step up. Hearing what he had to say to everyone, how did that affect you, and what did you want to do, I guess, in hearing those words from him?
It affected us in a positive way. It made us click on and lock in. And we kind of just tried to revert back to our winning ways and pick up where we left off last year from coming off an NIT championship.
John?
Either one of you guys. You both appear to be a lot more vocal tonight. Is that something that kind of came out of that players-only meeting? Where you guys, Landers, I noticed you talked a little bit of trash there, especially early. Is that something that kind of came off the players-only meeting where you guys said, look, we got to step up and talk a little more?
Yeah, you could say that. Coming out of that players meeting, we just knew we had to step up and be the veterans that Coach wanted us to be and expected us to be from the beginning of the season. So we knew bringing energy and getting in the other team head by talking was going to help us.
We'll go Jason, Steven, Mark, and Jeff.
Deandre, when did you decide to call this meeting? When did you make the decision that we need to sit down and hash things out?
Well, after I lost to Murray State, we knew we were supposed to beat them, and we knew that was a problem. We knew how apart we was. So I just called it after that. We were supposed to call it, but I knew after that game it was really bad. So when I called it, we just, went in the locker room and hashed everything out. And it really was a blessing.
Sure. And then Landers, you've been sort of up and down this year. You had 4 games coming into this at double digits, 4 games, 5 points or less. So do you feel like this got you back on track?
I feel like, yeah. That's a great game. My team has just helped me get back on track, playing the right way. So just got to build on it.
Steven, Mark, and Jeff.
This is going to be the first time for you all playing in the Tennessee game Saturday, right?
Correct.
I guess I know it's your first time, but I guess how have some of the other guys, I know you guys were locked in on this game, but how important have they kind of stressed how big their rivalry is for the city, and how do you guys bring this energy from tonight into Saturday in Nashville?
It's just another game we look forward to winning. Don't get caught up too much into the rivalries. We're just trying to go out there and win a ball game.
I think you guys were both out there during that. I think it was a 12-0 run when Tyler was hitting those shots from outside the building, and the place was erupting. You're up by 20. For both of you, what was that feeling like to be on the court for that moment, given all you guys have gone through already this season?
I felt like we was in a video game. It felt like 2K and the whole gym was shaking. I was nervous and I was on the winning team.
No, for sure, man. I call that like a party, you know what I'm saying? We was having a party out there and just having fun. That's what we like to see, from the city, the fans. And, it just gave us energy to, keep going.
Jeff?
That's what I was going to ask, but I'll ask a different question then. You guys played 35 and 32 minutes each with it respectively. Was it nice to be relied on in that way by the coach to know that he had confidence to put you out there for that long tonight?
Yes, definitely. We know we're the vets of the team, so we got to be ready any game. And this game was us playing 30-plus minutes, and we just made sure we stepped up to the plate and gave it all we had.
Anything else? Oh, Terry, yes, go ahead.
Hey, one of the biggest differences between this game and the last 3 games, your defensive intensity in half court has that really improved. What you guys do different, because when those guys, they can shoot and y'all stopped them from getting downhill. So what did y'all do different in a half court game to get them off their mark?
We just locked in on the scout report, took their best players out of the game, tried to force them to their weaknesses, no catch and shoots, just making them real uncomfortable and forcing them to rely on the other players that they usually don't rely on a nightly basis.
Kills.
And kills.
Kills. Shout out my boy Coach Ham.
What are they explaining those?
Kills are like 3 defensive stops in a row. Like not 1 here, 2 there. It's 3 defensive stops in a row. That's what a kill is. I think we had 4 kills. It's pretty low for us. I mean, we used to hear like 6 and 7. So.
All right. Thank you, fellas. Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate it.